What is good, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? We are back at the dive bar. So sorry, I'm not Jeff Darlington, but it feels good to get a little
Drink to
FaceTime
that.
back since I got relegated last episode for a good cause because that shit banged. I mean, if you haven't checked it out, it's on YouTube. But boys, how we living on this glorious Tuesday?
Feeling good, brother. We have ourselves a different episode today.
I
So
think I think the people are gonna be fired up.
this is not going to be dolphin centric. We're gonna ask them some dolphin questions. I want to feel them out. Maybe feel out if some of them are dolphin fans or not. But we got Julian Broadus, my boy Nick Barbs, who put this all together for us. Stevie Storch, and Mystic Zach Hirsch, the handicap king of the world, Craig.
Top
Craig.
flight security of the world, Craig.
How you
So
feeling, Bobby?
Dude, I'm just glad I made it, dude. They told us like 15 minutes before it's time to get off that we had to finish something. So like I was scrambling, I like running to the car, got home. I was like, I'm not gonna shower. No, I gotta shower. So I showered. So I'm here though. I'm ready to meet the boys, like let them introduce themselves and kind of like, see what's going on.
Run the
so
tape, Eric.
all
Click.
all the gambling folks out there, get your pencils and papers out because this is gonna be a fun one.
Put your
All right.
debit cards up.
Debit cards, get the Hard Rock app ready to go. Let's fire it up.
I'm putting the helmet on as always.
The opportunity is right now.
Terrific defensive play. Intercepted. Off the block. Two on the move. Going deep. Speed race. He's got Hill. He's got Hill. The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
Boys. Welcome to the dive bar, boys.
What's going
First
on,
and
everyone?
foremost, yo,
up?
how is even if you're not a Dolphin fan, I see the Eagles hat up there. Even if you're not a Dolphin fan, how hype was that video?
That was pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie. I lived in Miami for many years, so I always have an appreciation for the culture.
Vibes, bro, vibes. All right, so we have a lot of heads here tonight. All right, I'm gonna go around the round table real quick, just to give like everybody a backstory and how this all kind of got together. My boy Nick over here actually played pickleball with him. Became good friends with him. Him and I follow each other on Instagram. He noticed, we started the Dive Bar podcast, and he wanted to help, so he brought some friends along. And Nick, if you want to take it from here and kind of introduce the friends, I'd love for you to do so.
Yeah, I'll start with Steve. That's my main man. I've known Steve for like 15 years.
Forever.
Became good friends through thick and thin. I'm glad to see he's got an Eagles hat on because I'm not wearing any Dolphin gear because we missed the playoffs again for like the 73rd time in the last 10 years. So I'm just excited to be here. We got Zach Hirsch, who I met through Steve and his dad, and then I'm excited to have him on too. Betting extraordinaire, wizard. We got Julian, my dog from California, baller, hooper. That's pretty much it. Sorry, that was not a good intro, but
No,
I
it was
kind
a
of put
great
you on
intro.
the spot, so I respected it.
I wasn't expecting that. Sorry about that.
Yo, so I kind of want to get to know everybody individually real quick. Julian, we're gonna start with you, bro.
Let's do it. I'm all ears.
All right. So the notable thing, obviously, Snoop Dogg's son, cool and great, but you're Julian Broadus, right? You've built your own name, you've built your own following. Kind of tell your backstory, how you came about as an influencer, all that kind of jazz.
Well, I went to college after I graduated high school, but my college didn't have any like sports that I wanted to play. So it was really hard for me to, for one, go to school and not be an athlete for the first time ever. So that didn't last long. But I started to really get into the business side of things and starting to run my own operations in business and seeing that like I have my own personal brand. and I started to work with other creators in the space too that gave me perspective. So from that point on, since I left college, I was maybe like 18, 19 around the time. I haven't been back to school since, and I've just owned and operated and been a partner with multiple different businesses, from cryptocurrency to cannabis brands to now I have a restaurant in California that's a taco shop. We do like
Oh,
Tijuana style tacos.
hell yeah.
And then I got some stuff going on in Chicago too. So I just pretty much just picked up more business over the last few years and focused on that as much as possible.
I don't know much about California, but I do know that tacos is like the easiest thing to flip in California. It's like weed and tacos.
Exactly. And people can get tacos in my restaurant. It's called Suazo's Tacos, and they're the best tacos in my opinion. I might be a little biased just because it's my shop, but I know that the product is so fresh that we serve, from the tortas to the vampiros to the tacos, tortas. We have everything there, burritos, you name it. So it's cool just to have learned from when I was in college and my business was mostly cannabis, and all the way to now where I work with like legal brands, manufacturing, packaging, distribution. So I got my hands into all the big ballparks of business for all the stuff that I love. So that's what I've been doing the last few years and focusing my energy on.
That's dope, bro.
Weed and tacos, match made in heaven.
Yeah, we might even have to make a weed and tacos restaurant in Cali.
Man,
They go hand in hand.
we bring it to Florida, bro.
We're almost there. I feel like we're a little far away from that because they keep failing on every single fucking legal try they do, but we'll try. We'll see.
What about tacos though? You guys have good tacos out there?
Hit or miss. I mean, there's a couple of good spots down here, but like, I don't really say if you're coming to South Florida for the tacos, like
Yeah.
Stevie, right? Like, I don't.
It's like
I mean,
Cuban
I've lived in
food.
Florida and LA, so I could definitely say LA's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, LA's got the tacos for sure, but you guys got Cuban food and all the good, like the
Yeah,
Caribbean Spanish food
everything.
out there.
yeah.
Miami might have the more like the broader span of food. Like they might have paid more corners.
Oh,
Yeah.
when I go to Miami, I go get a Cuban plate with some white rice, some black beans, maybe some steak or some chicken. It just depends how I'm feeling, but it's
Mhm.
always so good out there.
Yeah, definitely. I grew up in a Latin household on my mom's side, so I already know like what to look for, and whether it's tacos or ceviche. Like my mom is Peruvian, for instance. Like, so I grew up on all that.
Yeah, my mom is Dominican and Puerto Rican.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Bro, that
all we do is
yellow
speak it.
Peruvian sauce.
Ají de gallina, I believe it's
Yeah,
called.
something like
Crazy.
that. Yup, that's
Crack.
it.
Yep. Crack.
Take your
Whatever
word.
that
Take
is,
your
yeah,
word on that
that.
one.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Load
for
me
real.
up, oh God.
Yo, so we'll move right along. Stevie, kind of, give us your kind of backstory real
Yeah.
quick, bro.
Well, obviously, yeah, my name's Stevie. Stevie Storch, aka, it's always been my musical name. Kind of reflecting on what Julian was saying. Obviously, with both of our fathers being something significant in the industry for many years, and especially during the same era too.
Yeah.
I think that's just obviously recognizable just from all generations, and that's why it's pretty unique that we're able to kind of meet in this type of a fashion. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, just to give you a quick backstory, as you already know, I was born and raised in Philadelphia, and I moved to Florida, funny enough, in 2005, right when Hurricane Katrina hit. So at the time, that was basically like my mom and I's welcoming present. So
Oh shit.
it was a hell of a move, but ended up staying in South Florida to like 2016. Made my way out to LA, kind of right after my pops ended up, drifting over there too. He kind of was the one that really inspired me to come out there because of the opportunity, which obviously is competitive, especially nowadays. I feel like everyone and their mom is a record producer. You know what I mean? So obviously, even though there's a lot of opportunity, it's still a competitive business, and learned a lot with that. Kind of the same thing with Julian. I've worked in the cannabis industry for like 5, 6 years. And then yeah, just been kind of expanding a lot of different ways of, getting, showcasing my creativity. And yeah, music and cannabis have always been like my back and forth thing really my whole life. So but now I live out in Arizona. I just moved out here about 7 months ago. It's definitely a different vibe, but there's it's pretty cool. You meet a lot of people that are kind of from LA too. So it's almost like Los Angeles extended, if you will.
It definitely.
So
Were you in
yeah.
Scottsdale?
Nah, but I'm like 35 minutes away. I know like all the like, I'm not saying everything's bougie there, but a lot of the better, restaurants and things are out there.
Yeah, I was just
And
there
then,
for like one day.
yeah.
That's
So,
the fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, other than that, yes, it's chilling. I like the fact that it's like one part of the year is like mountain time and the other part of the year is LA time. So it's definitely an adjustment not having to switch my clock. But there's definitely worse things out there. So, I'll take whatever grain of salt is given. So, but yeah,
For
man.
sure.
Yeah, dude. But
That's
yeah,
dope,
that's
bro.
basically a quick little backstory. I still work on my music. I like to always perfect my craft as, kind of runs in the blood. There's always other ways of, opportunity and ways of being able to establish yourself like within entertainment in general. I've always been sports, music, cannabis. That's kind of been my big three, honestly.
That's
So
sounds good to me.
yeah,
Sports,
I mean,
cannabis, and
parlays, all that
sports
good stuff. Yep, all that.
Man.
and gambling. Like
Yeah,
we got our man over here.
responsibly to an extent.
To an extent.
How'd you guys meet, Zach?
Long time family friend. My dad's known his dad forever. They grew up in the same area, South Florida. His dad actually went to school with my aunt.
Oh
So just
shit!
coincidentally, long time
I didn't
ago.
even know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the dive bar, dog.
Same
Yeah,
age
hell yeah.
too.
That's what it's all about
So
right there.
yeah, so real close to his dad, his younger brother, Jalen, the whole gang.
That's dope, bro. So, master handicapper here. I don't even know where to begin. I just tell your origin. I don't even know how somebody becomes a god of gambling because gambling's so goddamn hard.
It
But
is.
it really is. I don't think people really realize how hard it is.
No.
So, just kind of give us a good story about how it all started for you and your
Sure.
background.
Sure. So I've been obsessed with sports for as long as I can remember. Literally was 4 or 5 years old, like transitioned from SpongeBob to Sports Center. I would watch Sports Center
Now
so
you can
much.
get
I
both.
would get the rerun. Like I would remember
Oh, 3 or
exactly
4
what they're about to
times.
say. Then I would go on ESPN. I would look up every power ranking, every statistic, remember every single one I could. And then I would go on Madden and I would try to remember every single roster, like every single player. So that was like kind of my upbringing. And then when I was about 10 years old, my dad went to a smoothie shop. They were doing a football pool. It was $5 a pop. You fill it out, send it back in, you pick all the games. He brought one home for me. He knows I love football, whatever. I filled it out. I didn't like study it. I just filled it out. And he comes back in the smoothie shop a couple weeks later. They're like, "Are you Zach?" He's like, "No, it's my son. Why?" Like, "Oh, he won the football pool." I was like, "That's great." Like, "Yeah, but it was kind of weird. He got all 16 games right." So my dad brought me home $500 in cash. I was like 10, and we knew I was pretty good. And I started doing sports podcasting, stuff like that when I was 14. I did a Facebook live show for my school. And from there, branched out, made I Pick wins when I was a junior in high school, and started to go out to LA with Logan and Jake Paul during their boxing training camp, which got me like a lot of attention, followers, and they were nice enough to give me interviews. And my first podcast break was at Jadakiss, Kiss in the Mist with World Star, and that's my guy, it's my brother. And I've been doing the sports handicapping, been sponsored by Bet Online for the past 3 or so years, and I've been gracious enough to be the most accurate out there for the past 5 years.
Dude,
Like
that's
what
insane.
separates you, bro? What separates you from the rest of the
Accuracy.
guys?
I would say, yeah, I have an eidetic memory. So I'm able to really, and I also understand football, especially at a really good level. I was the youngest Division I coaching intern in the country when I was 16. I worked with FAU under Lane Kiffin and Coach DJ McCarthy. So I understand the game beyond just like an average handicapper, especially football. I grew up in boxing. My father owned a boxing gym when I was 4 years old. He managed Shannon Briggs, heavyweight champion. MMA, I've been around it my entire life. So sports I handicap, I understand at a deep level. I have eidetic memory. I'm obsessed with it. And I think I just know like what makes a winner makes a loser. I'm always looking at what percent the public's betting on right? Like if they're betting 80% plus, I'm going the opposite way pretty much every time. So I mean, there's like little tips and tricks you can do, but basically do whatever the opposite of whatever your dumbass friends are saying.
So
I
don't
think
listen
that's
to
the
Joe.
best
Got you.
advice.
That's the best way. Seriously.
That was some wisdom right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
it's crazy. This just has me after listening to all y'all stories, and like especially like Zach. Zach, like he just said, one day he was 14 doing a Facebook live show. Now he's got 2 million followers on Instagram, interviewing Jake Paul, Jada Kiss. Like it's crazy, like how the world really is at your hand these days. Like you start a TikTok, next thing you know, you're moving to LA. Next thing you know, you're interviewing behind like a main event boxing match backstage in Las Vegas. It's insane. Just the resources that are available these days. It's so easy to just get out there.
Yeah, I talk to my grandpa about that all the time because he was in the Vietnam War, and it was hard for him being my dad's dad. Like it's not like a simple lifestyle,
Yeah.
But he always tells me to be grateful because shit was way different before, and like when he was growing up in the 50s, the 60s. And I'm like, dude, I'm just grateful I was born in this time era where we have all this social media at access. And, if you really want to reach out to anybody, you can pretty much do it. You probably know somebody in their camp or network. You just have to put your mind to it and say something because closed mouths don't get fed.
And figure out a skill that helps them. Not just trying to take for yourself. Like if you're really down to help someone, no matter how famous they are, they're going to be appreciative. So I would say that like having a skill that's translatable like that is really helpful.
Amen.
Yeah.
I mean, and look at us tonight. This is a completely random panel. Like this is like,
music.
Like never in a million years when I started or when we started the dive bar, what we thought to ourselves, all right, we're gonna have a doing music, an entrepreneur, a handicapper, and my boy that I met at pickleball.
But it shows you that a lot of things go hand in hand and hand in hand. You know what I mean?
They
Yeah.
really do,
That
though,
one-
bro. And I hope that people who are listening, I know it's supposed to be fun and key, but like some things you could take away and understand in life, and no matter what you do in life, it'll take you far. 100%.
Also, you got to treat everybody that you meet with respect and just. You really never know who people know or who might be associated with or whatever the case is. You may see some guy out there who looks like shit out there on the street, and it's like, oh, let me treat this guy like crap. And it's like, oh, that's Bill Gates' son or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have no idea who people know or who people are associated with. So that's like my biggest rule of thumb is like I'm cool with everybody. Like, I'm cool with them, but I'm also cool with the guy at, like Shake Shack or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with everybody no matter what, and I treat everybody with, like, the same level of respect no matter who they are. So
I can go for some Shake Shack also.
That does sound hella good.
I was craving it earlier, and then I was like, fuck, I just ordered Italian, so my chicken parm is actually waiting out there.
Bro, $30 for a double cheeseburger, fries, and a shake. Count me in.
You're right. Burger King's already
I'll
like
go to
18.
In-N-Out.
Yeah, for real.
I can't even lie. I'll go to In-N-Out, spend $12 and be full every time.
But it's crazy that In-N-Out won't come east.
Nah, bro, it's a family-owned corporation, man. They keep that thing out west. They put it in.
In-N-Out line is so outrageous. How long does it take you to get your food?
I live by one out here, bro, in South Orange County. Like, and every night I would say that their In-N-Out is packed. So it takes me like 40 minutes, a blunt, maybe two blunts.
I can't do that. Yeah, I've been In-N-Out in like 2 years. I literally can't wait in the line.
Dude, it's worth it. If you go at the right times, there's no line.
Not worth it. No.
No. If you go at like, all right, let's say they close at 1:30. If you go there at 1 to 1:15, there's no line.
Yeah. And
Maybe
one rule of thumb,
viewers will start going there after they see this, but life hack: if you go at like near closing time, there's usually no line.
And you got to eat the food there because I feel like In-N-Out gets such a bad rep until I realized we have to eat it on the spot because if you take that shit home, it's just it's a no bueno.
One, the fries are terrible.
Terrible.
You gotta get them right. I used to say the same shit until I realized.
Yeah, they're a waste.
The fries are inedible, totally. Yeah. But the burgers are good and the milkshakes.
Well, you have to get the sauce on everything, and it compensates for all the badness.
Very good burger. Yes.
I'll start my next take then.
I go there for the hot chocolate on a cold, rainy day. I can't lie.
Yeah.
With the marshmallows.
He's gonna sell anybody on it.
Dude,
That's his
I'm
other
the type-
business. He owns
I'm
the
the
In-N-Out in South Orange County.
I don't know though. Hot chocolate and burgers. It sounds like you're gonna have more hot chocolate afterwards. To be honest.
Yeah.
At 1 a.m. Great
I
combo.
went to the In-N-Out. I think it's Abilene, Texas. It's like West Texas. It's on the way to like West Texas. That's over by TCU, where TCU is. And man, I was like, man, there's an In-N-Out. Oh my God. Because I'm an East Coaster. And man, I had it and I was like, I think I was excited because it was such a phenomenon. It really was. It didn't really hold its value. Like, because I never had it. I thought it was so special. And then I had it and I was like, oh, okay. Overpriced burger joint. Got you.
Okay, but the
Everyone's
East Coast
had
has
that.
so
What
much
a burger,
better
Jack in the Box, Cane's.
Hey, but hey, let's get real though. Ain't nobody fucking with the Five Guys.
After, I feel like
It's so expensive.
It is. You got to
It's
take a
gotten
long out.
expensive.
You
Five
gotta take
Guys
a long out.
smacks though.
Five Guys
Cajun
like
fries.
Can you get
$20.
peanuts in line?
Oh yeah.
Five Guys like
I feel like I get my
$20
money's worth.
burger.
Guys is like $45 for a burger.
And the fries,
and a
the
milk.
fries are good, but they're not worth it. They're not worth $10.
Better than In-N-Out. They literally can't eat them.
Okay, you're
The
right
Cajun
about
ones
that.
are worth it though. I
And the
like
Cajun
those.
ones are fine.
The Cajun ones are
Fire.
special. Dude, they cut back recently. I remember the days where you remember when you got the large fry and you could literally
Dump
feed
the fries in
people?
there.
It used to
Yup.
be a prank to get your friend and be like, make sure you get the large Cajun. And they're like, oh, yeah, for sure. And then they get it and they go, what the fuck did you do to me?
Yeah, it's like enough for like 4 people.
They take the brown giant, like the brown grocery store bag,
and they fill it.
They dump a pile in there, then they fill up a large cup, dump that in there, and then they throw another one on top. It's like,
Five Guys is the best. We used to go after football games. We would tear it up.
How?
That's the
Wait,
perfect first football
Five
game.
Guys closes early though.
Oh man,
They close hella
do.
early. That's why I like In-N-Out.
No, yeah, compared to
stays open
In-N-Out.
late.
Yeah.
But everything else out here pretty much closes early in California, bro. I can't even lie to you. Like,
I
if
feel
you're not
like
gonna go to,
go ahead.
oh my bad. If you're not gonna go to like a good restaurant that maybe stays open late, you're fucked.
Yeah, I think that because of, there's a lot of seasoning, especially with Five Guys. Like, that is something you just might not want to eat. I think they're doing everyone a favor by closing a little earlier, just because. I don't know about y'all, but I tell people I'm lactose intolerant because I like to tolerate a lot of the shit. It is what it is. If the food is good, the food is good. But certain times of the hour, like, geez, like, fuck.
Yeah, you can't be
Makes a
eating that.
difference.
You'll be fucked up the next day, feeling like, did I just eat a brick?
Yeah.
Yo, but to be honest, nowadays, just find me at a food truck with a smash burger. Like,
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
For the Win is my favorite. If you guys have been in LA, or Burgers Never Say Die, it's worth the hype.
Damn. All right, bet.
Price McDonald's, but it's gas.
My favorite
It's-
burger
yeah.
in the world is Al Cheval in Chicago.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna go top shelf, and everybody's like, "What?"
He went real bougie for
Yeah.
it real quick.
He had to take it there.
I was like, Osh for what?
But it's not a bougie spot though.
It's like a regular spot.
Yeah, they use a broiler. Yeah, that shit's ridiculous. Yeah.
Don't tell me it's like a Carl's Jr. burger that you just
No,
made.
no,
sound
it's like
bougie.
it's like diner style. It's almost like a diner.
Like a half-pound burger.
Oh.
And it's like
Yeah.
they do burgers and then they do these sticky wings too. That's crazy. Like,
Damn.
It's one of those
Sticky
places you
wings.
gotta make a reservation like 2 months in advance for it to get a table there. It's like one of those real bougie places.
It's like Carbone. It sounds like Carbone. You got
Yeah.
buddy or a no or just
$40 burger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you've been the Polo Lounge in Beverly Hills. I know they have like
Beverly
literally
Hills. Yep.
a $50 burger. Like, bruh, like I can just like not do this right now.
Dude,
now
that's all
But it's
LA
worth
is,
it.
I'm getting
bro.
for burgers at Houston's.
Oh, Houston's is right around the corner from my house.
Fire.
So good that
Their
Hawaiian.
burgers
Fire.
are crazy.
I get the Hawaiian every time, and either a raspberry lemon drop with some hen. Oh man, that shit smacks.
And just for everybody to understand, these two are in the cannabis industry. If you're wondering why we're talking about food a lot, this is why.
Hey, it's
I
funny
mean, come
though.
on.
Look, we do a lot of like athlete interviews, like we talked about backstage. It's funny. Joe is the guy that we have to like steer him away from the food talk because like one time, our very first episode, him and the dude just had like a one-on-one heart-to-heart for 10 minutes, like best restaurants in South Florida, and we were like, I could have swore this was a sports podcast. And dude, so every episode since we're like, look, get your 1 point in, have your little, ask them the question, and let's move on from the restaurants. Because Joe will talk food with you.
I'll talk
all
food
night.
forever, bro. It's
Yeah.
bad.
I love
I might
food.
not be in the cannabis industry, but I happen to partake myself, sir.
Good food is good food at the end of the day. You know, whether you're, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, it doesn't matter. Like it's always gonna smack, especially when I don't know if you guys torture yourself. I like to wait a little bit before my next meal so I can appreciate it more. I don't like to
I
force it.
fast. 100%.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's just a better method. I don't want to overdo it. And then I want to be able to finish everything on my plate. Dessert, drink, all that.
That's facts.
Yeah. Got to go all out. If you're going to plan on having a stomach ache, you might as well just go out with a bang.
Bro, I'm the person that's making reservations and thinking about food for the next 2 or 3 days. One time I was out with Steve, we were out to eat, and I was calling making reservations
And waffles, LA.
for multiple restaurants later the next couple days while we were there.
He was on the phone literally while he was eating.
I will say, as you get older, you appreciate every meal.
If you haven't been to Matsu,
It's not like when you were a jit, right? Like you were a jit 18, 19, like you're like, yo, I'm eating whatever's around me. I don't give a shit. Like I'll drive an hour for a slice of pizza now. Like I'm going.
Can't do that no more. Like I'll be 34 later this year, but damn, it flies by and it's like, damn, like I cannot eat the same shit that I was at this time of the night at all because I'll have heartburn for 2 days straight. But it makes you appreciate, like you said.
Tough
Hold on,
shit.
I got something, Bob. Let's talk some ball. You boys all watch football, right?
Of course.
Let's talk some upcoming playoff games because we got some damn good playoff games coming up, bro. And I feel, other than the Philly game, but other than that game,
Yeah.
Shout out to
no one's
LA.
watching that.
I mean, no ill will. I know that they already dealt with the fires. I'm fortunate enough I was able to escape that before that all occurred, and it's
Yeah,
it's
my
really
house
sad.
my house is right in the zone.
Jeez. Yeah,
I don't
I
know
know
what's
that
going
you're
on.
right near where I
Yeah.
used to live. Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
scary, dude.
But you're good?
I don't know. I'm in Florida, so I'm not there. But my friends are there, and it's close. Yeah, it's a mile away, I think. But the winds keep blowing, and it doesn't. It's just you're just in a constant state of fear.
So it's not over. Like it's not even over.
No, it's not over. No, it's 8% contained, I think, and it's really bad because you're just in this stressful you can't even go to sleep. You're worried the fires are gonna spread. So it's a bad situation. Prayers for LA.
Prayers for LA,
sure,
for real,
for
man. And
sure.
it's like
Man,
people are
for
like,
LA.
oh, why don't you just leave? Like it's not that easy to just leave.
No,
Where-
my
like,
friend has his dad there who's 80 years old. But it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much more deep. I've seen so many close friends lose homes. It's really fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Whether someone is financially well off or someone's not doing so financially well, it's affecting everyone, no matter what.
Yeah. With that being said, if the Eagles go out there and beat the Rams after all they're dealing with, then we have to cancel them.
immediately. You already had that fan that got canceled. You don't want the whole team getting canceled, right?
Yeah. So just do us a favor, just forfeit, let the Rams move on.
Do the
Dude,
right
honestly, and it's so bad because I'm sure because I seen Zach on the last interview about your the Eagles fans and how they can be towards people. I'm sure you guys
Skinny
saw that.
Joey.
You saw the Green Bay Packers girl, right? I'm sure everyone saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, I really hope they don't do no fucked up shit with this, the LA fires. I hope they don't. There's gonna be somebody, unfortunately, but it's just, come on, bro, this is life or death. This is at the end of the day, we're talking about sports. It's important, but this is life or death we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
all jokes aside,
that dude was wilding in the crowd. He doubled down. He doubled down too. It was like, damn, I kind of respect it. He was like, she's a stupid cunt. He's like, don't call her a stupid cunt. He was like, she's a ugly, dumb, stupid cunt. And I was like, damn. I was like, damn, hey, I kind of respect it.
Double down.
Big Dom found her on some Batman shit.
yeah, Big Dom.
You're like, Big Dom identified him. I'm like, yo.
I seen that
It would
today.
be the city of Philadelphia is the only fucking team that actually has their own security.
Big Dom's straight out of fucking Gotham.
That's
a
insane.
game
Dude,
against
Philly's wild.
the Bills and the fucking Eagles would be insane for
Oh
a
my
Super Bowl.
gosh.
Oh my god,
goodness.
there would be some deaths for sure.
Dude, no plastic table would be safe.
No,
Nah,
that's
for real.
tables inside.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. One of my boys lives in Buffalo, and he doesn't even watch football. He doesn't give a shit. And he's like, bro, all I know is that if the Bills ever win a Super Bowl, that entire city is burning down, and
Gone.
there's nothing you can do. Like, those
Yeah.
people are nuts. Like, nuts.
When's last?
Yeah.
I honestly think they're crazier than Philly fans.
They got a tough game though.
It's just a smaller sample size.
Yeah.
I do
Boy,
not
does
see
Buffalo have
them.
a
I do
tough
not see
game.
them beating the Ravens. I really don't.
You don't
Yeah.
think they'll beat Lamar and
I really
Derrick.
don't.
Derrick
It's
Henry in the cold.
I'm
Good
sorry,
luck.
bro. It's like nobody wants to tackle Derrick Henry when it's that cold.
Good luck.
they're gonna bounce off the floor and just fucking get
Josh
ran
Allen-
over.
Josh Allen ain't no joke either, though. Josh Allen, man, every time I count that dude out, he just does something else.
Bro, he threw
Mhm.
that one touchdown. He was in the pocket so poised. I was confused. He was like right in front of his lineman. All he did was stand straight up and throw the ball, bro, and it sailed right to fucking. I forgot who caught that shit. I think it was the backup running back.
Yeah, they did something where he like caught it and then like they gave it back to him and then he ran it in. Like I think he was able to have like 3 different types of touchdowns.
Yeah, I had him
Oh,
in
yeah.
fantasy. I think that won me my matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Unreal.
That was outrageous.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, the Bills have a lot of sneakily really great players like Khalil Shakir and the guys
Amari
you'd never
Cooper.
expect that literally catch everything. But I think Baltimore's a bad match. We saw them play earlier this year, obviously. Derrick Henry in the cold is just so tough.
yeah. You're
Yeah, you
not
got
wrong.
Derrick Henry, and then to me, like Lamar, like bro, he's
Yeah.
on another level this year, bro.
Yeah,
He's on a
and Derrick
mission.
Henry takes him to another level.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Who's
whoever the
big?
hell let
Zay
that happen,
Flowers,
man.
too.
Yeah, how do you defend that?
That should have been against the law.
Jerry Jones
Yeah.
let that happen.
yeah.
Shit, you send
course.
Von Miller to go smack fucking Lamar as much as
Yeah.
you can this next game. That's the only
Yeah.
way.
But like
Yeah.
you don't even know who to tackle. Like TJ Watt kept tackling the wrong one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I'm grateful for Jalen Carter and company because I don't
was
know
so
how we
sad
were
to
able
see
to
my-
contain those guys.
Oh yeah, are you a Steelers fans like your pops?
Yeah, by default. So watching that
I like
game
how you
hurt.
said
You
like
got to
your-
come to the winning side of PA, my
'Cause
guy.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
nah,
might be
Soup's
right
a big
about
Steelers
that.
fan.
Yo,
He
let
likes
Russ
a lot of
cook,
teams,
bro.
but he's a big Steelers
Come on, you gotta
fan.
let Rusty cook.
I honestly, when I was watching the game, I'm like, okay, Pickens hasn't been playing. I hope he can go out here and do his thing. Nope.
They asked Pickens, "Are you optimistic about the offense?" He goes, "No." I'm like,
No.
yo, that's
Dude, it's so
outrageous.
He
bad.
kept it real.
Do
It's
you
so
want
bad.
Tomlin
He
gone?
wants out.
I don't know what they did wrong. I think Justin Fields wasn't a bad quarterback to start. I think that's where we kind of fucked up our season.
Yeah.
He was doing good. He's a good player. Then we want to start Russell Wilson. I'm
I
like,
think Russell really got exposed, to be honest with you. He had
Yeah,
a
he
great
was-
4-game stretch, but
yeah, but after that,
Oh
it was
man, they don't
flat.
have the offensive line. Like all their caps are located to the defense.
Yeah, the
I don't know.
defense was
Najee
so-
can't run.
Poor
You got
Najee.
Jalen Warren running way more
He's
than
concrete in
Najee.
his cleats. Like I don't know. Fields lost to the Cowboys without Micah Parsons, without DeMarcus Lawrence. Like it was.
We
The
just got
Cowboys were horrible this year. They were the worst that they've been in a long.
But they're gonna
time.
fix it. They got Coach Prime, baby.
That's what you think they're gonna get Dion?
Coach Prime to the Big D.
Oh man,
It makes a lot of sense. The only thing that's weird about it is like a week ago he was like, I would consider it if I got to coach my boys. I don't really see a chance of coaching his sons in Dallas.
Maybe Shiloh.
I see,
Yeah, they could
I
do
see
that.
Shador.
He might give the Cowboys like boredom and aneurysm. Like take Shiloh in the third. They're like,
Oh
Yeah.
God, take Shiloh in the third. Don't give him the Bronny complex.
yeah, I know he's literally.
I've seen 4 guys from
I know.
Colorado.
They'll be like, oh, just take my son, man. Come on. You guys already paying me so much. Why not just throw a little,
Trade all the rest of the picks. Move up. Get my son.
Yeah, dude. I looked at the Cowboys coaching odds. I'm like, let's see how normal this is. It's like 1 Jason Witten, 2 Deion Sanders, 3 John Gruden. I'm like, this is not a real team.
John Gruden.
This is a team from outer space.
4
What
Mystic
the
Zach.
fuck? John Gruden is a candidate for the coaching job?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
I think he's
wow.
done to another. Rex Ryan did interview with the Jets.
Yeah.
Dude, Rex
Really?
Ryan's
Again?
out here
They ruled him
begging
out,
for the
but-
job.
I mean,
Getting
imagine if
ruled
he did
out
work
after getting
again
Fired is
At least he
crazy.
made 2 conference. It's more than the other coaches can say.
with Mark
That's like when you
Sanchez
get
back
fired
to back.
from a job.
Yeah.
That's like
That's like when you get fired from a job and they're like, yeah, maybe later you could come back, and you do come back and they're like looking at you like, why the fuck did you show up for this
Yeah.
interview?
I think the Cowboys should hire Dion, John Gruden offensive coordinator, Rex Ryan defensive coordinator.
Not gonna lie.
And then you just line up like 6 cameras inside the locker room.
They're definitely
You
getting on
sign-
Hard Knocks.
You signed
Do
Cam
not-
Newton to be the PR.
Yeah. Do
Jared
not
will be
check
so
those
happy.
emails.
They'll sell so many jerseys, get
Oh
so many
my
likes on their tweets.
Not win games, but
Yeah,
win
no, they might
MVP.
win 9 games, but
Dude, they
those are
won
a lot of
3 this
ratings.
year. I don't give.
I
them,
lo-
I don't think. I don't give them 5, maybe 6 wins. at
they
most.
got talent, but they don't have.
They
gel.
don't. They do not
Speaking of
have
exposed,
talent.
what the hell
No,
happened to
you got
Sam
CeeDee
Darnold?
Lamb, you got Micah Parsons, you got
Oh,
Deron
Sam Darnold?
Bland, you got guys who win.
Dude.
Dak had a bad year, but he was second MVP voting the year before. Like, we have recency bias. He's a solid quarterback.
Who was the backup that came in for the Cowboys this year?
Cooper Rush.
Russ?
Yeah, Cooper Rush. He
Ginger
was
legend.
balling. He did a lot better than I expected.
I thought that was Andy Dalton. I'm not gonna lie. The whole time I thought it was him playing.
No, he's
You're
on the
racist, bro.
Panthers.
Andy Dalton.
Because Andy Dalton was on the Cowboys, which makes it more confusing.
Yeah.
Wait, he was.
The same team.
Andy
The
Dalton.
same
guy-
exact thing happened before the different Ginger in 2020.
Nah, but Andy Dalton started for fucking Bryce Young, and then we all know how the Panthers season went.
But they finished off strong though. I
They
saw
did.
them.
They really
had
did.
potential.
I'm
I
so
mean,
happy for
shit,
Bryce
when you
Young.
start-
Yes,
when you
dude.
start
I'm
1
rooting
and
for Bryce
9,
Young
you
now
gotta
more than
finish
ever.
strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
If
taller
you
than
only
this
win-
dude.
If you only win 1 game out of the first 10, I think winning a couple is definitely finishing strong.
Bryce Young's like probably the most universally liked. There's no one that is not rooting for Bryce Young.
Yeah, he's the real underdog. Like, but for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
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 He needs
Dude.
Carolina football just needs to pick it up too. I've always liked like I was a big fan of the Cam Newton days personally. But we'll see. Hopefully they can rise up because I feel like you never want to see, I never pray on anyone's downfall. Like a number 1 pick, you got all that pressure on you. It's not just the physical part, it's the mental aspect that's so important that could really affect anyone. Whether you're a quarterback, a linebacker, whatever. That's got to take a toll on somebody. So I hope he does prosper through this shit for real.
No, he looked really good. And it made it so much worse that Stroud was picked number 2 and he had such a great rookie season.
I
Yeah.
know. That didn't help
Speaking back
shit.
to life a little bit.
Speaking of Stroud, though, he's came back to earth a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they have
But he
film
just
on his
he
ass.
willed he picked it up against the Chargers. He started off so bad, but he picked it
Mhm.
back up, made some great plays. So he's got a chance to be great against Kansas City.
What do you
Dude,
think about Tank Dell's future?
Sorry. He's a Snoop
done,
Youth
right?
Football League legend.
He had
but
like 6
Stroud-
tears.
Patrick
pretty
Mahomes
bad,
is
man.
going to tear that team apart.
It's
I
sad.
hate to say it. I'm just a realist, but they
I'm
won
hoping the
15
3 weeks off for the starters kind of gets them a little rusty to make it a little close.
Bro, they've sat those starters for a month.
I'm,
They
I'm
haven't
hoping,
been. They haven't
I'm
been
hoping
playing
that helps the
last
Houston
month.
Texans a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Chiefs start hot in so long, but they can always turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have all their players kind of back, like the ones that they need
Yeah.
at least.
I was just waiting for it to mesh and it never, but they only lost 1 game, so it sounds stupid, but
Yeah.
I know.
It never.
I
mattered.
personally feel like
sounds
this is the
stupid,
worst,
like-
best team of all time.
yeah,
honestly.
they had like a
Honestly.
really disappointing 15-2 year.
You hit it right on the head. They had a
Yeah.
more disappointing 15-2 year than the Vikings, and the Vikings lost 9-27 yesterday.
Yeah.
But the
So
Vikings also started Sam Darnold. So it's like you really can't go there.
No, and momentum is so important in the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
people discount the momentum the Rams had and how bad the Vikings looked against Detroit, but that was my pick of the week, the Rams. I'm like, they're going to do the exact same blueprint Detroit just did, and Sam Darnold is not battle tested enough to like not let that get in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams had something to play for the city of LA. Just
Yeah,
saying.
they sat him on his ass early.
Yeah.
They've got Verse, they got Kobe Durant, they got a lot of really good underrated players that were just
Cam
after him.
From Miami, he's a baller. The safety,
Kitchens.
Cam
Kitchens, yeah,
Yeah.
dog. John Johnson, who they like got off the trash heap, like they
That D
are.
line is something
He's
serious.
air right now.
Braden Fisk at Florida State. They did
Yeah.
such a good
Yeah.
job retooling after Aaron Donald.
Yeah, they really
They're one of the
hired out
smartest
of
franchises in
nowhere.
football.
Literally Verse and Fisk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was
he
nutty.
retired out of nowhere. What the fuck was that about with Aaron Donald?
I think he just accomplished everything he could. Like,
yeah, I think when you're the man, you're the man. It's kind of like, what else do I need to play
It just
for?
do
he's
it
one of the
all,
greatest
dude.
ever.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
They call him
he's
like the
definitely one
second,
of the best,
maybe the
hands
best.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
No,
of the greatest
and he
ever,
got the
guys.
Super Bowl, and he won the Super Bowl for them. Like once he
In
did that,
LA.
he reached the pinnacle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Got to
need
go
both-
out like that.
I gotta ask you guys, as unbiased football fans,
Mm-hmm.
what's your view on Tua and McDaniel right now?
Ugh.
Give me your, give it, hey,
That
give
was
it to
enough.
me.
Move on.
I don't.
Give it to me.
Nick, can I go
Okay.
first real quick?
Well, we play pickleball with Tua's cousin, his businessman. So I was about to go unhinged, but I'm gonna tone it down.
Wait,
I'm
you
gonna
play pickleball with who?
Just in case he's watching.
What's his name?
I'm gonna say is I think Tua should take up pickleball.
Tweeka.
That's what
I cannot confirm nor deny these allegations.
And retire.
Yeah. I mean, at least he'll prevent injuries.
That's true.
I
He's got pickleball.
I think that he's a great quarterback. Yet, what is that worth at the end of the day if you can't live your life and do normal shit like walk around and be with your kids and family properly?
Mm-hmm.
Comes to a point where you gotta like really evaluate what's important, your priorities, and like I don't know, dude. If I had 3 concussions, like 3 bad concussions in 2 years, I would really reevaluate what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a dog. I would not. Yeah. I don't think he should. Like, and he's so mind-bogglingly inconsistent. Like the Texans game where he just threw it away.
I know.
And you're watching through the TV, and it's not 1 bad play. It's not 2 bad play. It's like 6 bad plays. And it's like you want to like jump through the screen, and, like play for him.
Dude, it's mental though. You know, it's all mental. It's nothing else but that, bro. Because he's skilled. He's got the body, the tools to be somebody like there, and he's proven to be that over the years. But when he took all them hits to the head, bro, there's something that's going on with this kid that like they're maybe not even discussing or disclosing to the public.
Yep. And I think that he naturally feels that he's like truly just limited. I feel like without him even realizing, he's probably like extra cautious, and that's like taking away.
I don't know. He tried to make a tackle the next week.
Yeah.
Yo, Tua's a dog. He doesn't care. Man. How many times has McDaniel's beaten like a playoff team?
Yeah, that's true. I also think he's a little
when
too
they go against real comp,
mm-hmm.
It just seems like everything just totally unravels, and they can't play in the cold.
Yeah, they can't play in the cold.
There was a playoffs.
These are all allegations we fight daily.
Like if it's December, January, and they have to play at Baltimore, if they have to play at Buffalo, if they have to play at Kansas City, do we really expect Tua to be able to go in there and win?
No,
probably not.
Until he proves us otherwise, the answer is no right now. I mean, that's just a fact. It is what it
is.
Did
they start 6-0 last year? I believe, right?
Yeah,
like 6-2.
But that was before 3 concussions.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Obviously, they have talent in spades, like with Tyreek, Waddle, Achane, like.
I don't know. Jimmy and Tyreek. I don't know, like what's going on.
Ramsey, like let's get Jalen Phillips healthy, but.
Achane fucked my fantasy football season. He fucking
shout out
had
to Jalen Phillips, by the way.
Yeah, that's our
dog.
Jalen Phillips is a dog.
Javon Holland's a monster.
Oh, I mean, we don't know if we're gonna resign him though. It's gonna be a tough one.
Oh my God! If he's gone, what are you guys gonna do?
We're fucked. We have no
You're
safeties.
Fucked if Holland's
We have no
gone.
safeties.
He wants like 20 mil though.
No, literally none. We like none. We have no
You can't franchise
We brought in
tag him?
40-year-old.
We could franchise him, but
He's
I don't know.
worth it.
Speaking of Poyer, he would have done better at Five Guys this year than the way he played it off.
Oh shit!
Cajun fries.
Facts.
I swear he would have
Get him
Put
set
the
up
fries
there.
in the bag, bro.
But we're all. I think we can all agree we're hoping Tyreek get traded to the Cowboys.
Yeah, or you could just hire.
That's what Stevie wants.
Yeah, Mike.
That's what all
Kitna.
these guys want.
Bring back Mike Kitna.
Oh my god,
Mike Kitna.
I don't.
Mike Kitna.
I'm on the fence about trading Tyreek, but I think the mock I see out there I like more is Tyreek to Baltimore.
Oh, he would.
Why?
That would be, bro. How would you even defend
Dude,
Baltimore?
that they
For
already
the
have
sake of
enough.
entertainment. I don't want to see Tyreek go to Dallas and just be like, it's the same story as the Dolphins. It's like hype up and then they fail every year. So it's like,
No, I
dude,
do think
Tyreek
I
in
think
Baltimore with like Lamar running around and Tyreek playing backyard football with him. Dude,
yeah.
and you got
And
Derrick
Zay?
Henry coming down the hole.
On
Dude,
some
that's
Madden shit.
insanity.
I think the Commanders would try really hard.
That'd make a
The
lot of sense.
Commanders are nice. Let's
Yeah, I
give the
think that would be.
Commanders
I
their
think him and
fucking props.
McLaurin and Daniels would be. I mean,
Dude.
I hope he stays. That's my
Yeah,
guy. I did a pod with him as well. He's cool ass guy.
Yeah.
Bro, Commanders are sneaky. All
Commanders
year,
They have
I
so much
kept
cap.
thinking they were, bro. They just kept winning all year.
Stevie, I know
so
you don't
much
want to hear
cap.
it right
No,
now.
no, no. I got love. Like at the end of the day, like I love the sport of football. Like I like seeing like the Redskins. I call them the Redskins still. I'm sorry, but I like seeing
That's
the
racist,
Redskins.
Stevie.
They always
Come on, I can, whatever. Any rate, I think that the Redskins.
Canceled.
I like the franchise in general, just because of like all the rich history. You know what I mean? The NFC East, the rival. I actually hope that they beat the Detroit, so we play them because I like the franchise. I've never really. I mean, I hate the Cowboys for sure,
I would be
but I
hoping
don't
that
really have
too.
anything against the Commanders at all. You know what I mean? So
It
I
sounds
think
like
seeing
Stevie's scared.
no, not at all.
I
If
think you're
anything.
scared of my Lions.
Nah, I don't know. The Lions, they look beatable now that they've been depleted defensively. Am I wrong?
Bro, the Lions are about to dog walk the
Dude,
Commanders.
that's what we said before the Vikings game, and then
Yeah.
And they
pissed on
dog
them.
walked
But they're
them.
the Vikings, though. I don't know. I mean, besides
They were
Justin
14-2.
Jefferson,
They had a
Yeah.
lot going there. They had a lot going their way for sure.
yeah,
Dude, they
no,
were
for sure.
15-2.
Yeah, but either
think
way,
the,
I mean, you can have a great
15
regular
this year.
season. Yeah.
They went 15 and lost the first playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
they're
the
the
kind of
first
shit
team to
that
go
goes on in
14-3
the
and lose
NFL.
in the wild card now.
If
I don't know
can't
if that'll
play the
ever be
Lions.
broken.
You can't
If
play
you
the
could-
Lions and then think you're like gonna be ready for the playoffs the next week after you guys lose to the Lions. Like no matter what, every team is gonna watch that film on what the Lions did to beat y'all, and
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
happened. That film was good as fuck.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's what happened to Tua when the Bills exposed them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn master class.
Ugh.
Aaron Glenn.
Yo, so if you had one sneaky team this week upset in the playoffs, who would you go with?
The Commanders.
Upset.
I think the
Rams.
Commanders have the least likely chance.
The Rams
to
play the
pull off an
Eagles?
upset.
Remember,
I don't know.
hey, listen, remember what we said? Fade your friends. Fade your friends. We're good.
Who else is in
I don't know. And Eagles fans don't think the Lions are that good.
I think that Detroit's amazing, honestly, this year. I think Dan
My
Campbell,
Eagles fans friend told me today that if
Yeah.
the Eagles play the Lions, they will dog walk them.
Nah, that's the problem with Eagle fans. Most Eagle fans they talk too much shit. I'm a football fan first. That's the thing. Like,
Alright.
yeah,
I
I'm gonna
like that.
represent where I'm from, but at the end of the day, I'm realistic. Like last year, when we had 29th ranked defense in the NFL,
Yeah.
like, nah, I didn't think we were doing shit last year.
I
I don't
respect
care
that.
what record we had.
I respect
So this year, I actually have hope. This is the first time since I think Jim Johnson that I actually got excited when the defense would actually go on the floor more than Jalen Hurts and company. Honestly.
Yeah.
As
I
great as
respect
Saquon was, I don't know. I have a weird thing. Like, I don't think we're going to win the bowl, but I think we'll have a good chance of getting there. But
I think you guys have the best shot.
Lions are going to win, too. I think Barry Sanders is about to fuck around and go off for like 150.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest,
Wait,
I think the Eagles
Barry
have the best shot at getting to the bowl.
I was like, are we gonna let that slide?
Dude, Julian agrees. He's like, yeah, he's pretty good.
He's not bad. I like the kid.
I think the Eagles have the second best chance of making it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no. No, Herman Moore's a dog for the Lions. He's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I said it earlier. I'm going to say it one more time. I really think Houston upsets Kansas City.
Really?
It's not ridiculous to say that.
I really do. I
Not
think
ridiculous
it's
to
been
say
a
that.
completely weird season for KC. Talk about luck going your way. That shit was wild this year for them.
And they're on a bye
Sat
week.
for a month.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting older. Can't sit for that long. I'm getting old, bro. I know how that feels. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Travis is 35 now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. And Texans have the weirdest defense where they can make guys look absolutely awful, like they did Justin Herbert and like they did Jared Goff.
Tua.
They did 9 combined Tua. They have with Derek Stingley, Will Anderson,
Best corner in the league right now.
Daniil Hunter.
Derek Stingley was going
Bullock,
fucking berserk.
Bullock.
Oh, Bullock is a dog.
that
dude,
rookie out of USC is balling.
Yeah.
D'Amico Ryans hasn't really motivated. I see, like I see what you. The Chiefs weren't the Chiefs, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I would have
mean,
called them
obviously, I'm
crazy
talking
if they didn't play
upset.
like they did last year or last week. Last week,
Yeah.
Texans were like, hold on, they might be serious. Because
Yeah,
they play playoff formula football. So
yeah,
think
you
it
got to
could be a
remember the
shootout.
devil plays for the Chiefs too. Like,
a couple of devils actually.
no matter what, they find a way, especially with Taylor Swift there.
That's what I'm
And
saying. They got
Taylor
crazy
Swift.
pull.
And
They-
honestly, Andy Reid is a mastermind at clock management. I personally
Yeah.
think maybe that's my Eagles biasness, but he's
Facts.
always been a G with that. So
Facts.
Yeah, to me, I just expect to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl until we don't see it again. Like, they're going for a three-peat. I mean, insanity.
Dude, he's this generation's Brady. I swear.
He is,
Like
yeah.
nobody wants to see him win, but he gets there, and if he wins, it doesn't surprise anybody. You know what I mean?
mhm. Yep.
Yeah. If the Chiefs didn't have Chris Jones, I'll be going there.
Fair. All right, that's fair.
And the
I
Chiefs are
think
another.
he's got like an 8 pressure game in him.
The Chiefs are another team that get a lot out of players that like aren't that great. Like their defense, like Magnolia just has dudes in the right spot.
Yeah, he's in the
Yeah.
head coach. It's funny. I have a funny. So Stevie and I, like, we have a friend named Chris Jones, who's he's in music, and I'm sure Nick knows him too. And I'm at a restaurant with Chris Jones, our friend, and with Stevie's dad and everything. And who do we see walk in? Chris Jones from the
Chris
Chiefs.
Jones.
And Scott, none of them like football at all. I'm like, that's Chris Jones. Like, no, Chris Jones is right here, Zach. I'm like, no,
Like, no,
he's a
the
really
Chris
good
Jones.
NFL player from the Chiefs named Chris Jones. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. So we talked to the waiter. They talked to Chris Jones. He's a big fan of Stevie's dad. So we're like, come over there. So we go over there. We get them a picture with the 2 Chris Joneses. It was so funny. What are the odds Chris Jones meets Chris Jones?
Probably never again that will ever happen.
Never again. Out of all the NFL players that walk in. So,
Yeah.
cool ass guy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was funny. The 2 Chris
And a
Joneses.
mammoth of a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made me look so goddamn tiny. I didn't post it. Stayed in my gallery. I'm like, I'm not posting that. I look like a child.
That
Dude,
was
you
in the
can, bro.
drafts.
Bro, Nick has a picture with. We both do, but he actually posted it. I took mine down because I looked way too tiny compared to Bowl.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God,
Oh, come
Dude.
on, dude.
Seen that.
I swear.
Jesus.
His legs.
Bobo's like 7'4".
Bro, yeah, he makes anyone look tiny. At Bal Harbor Mall.
Wild.
You know, it's crazy because like I feel like I'm a normal size man. Like I'm 6 foot 250. So like
That's a big dude.
I feel like it's like, yeah, you would see me and be like, yeah, he's solid. Like, but like I remember what made me realize what y'all just said is I took a picture with Cam Newton and I took a picture with Luke Kuechly and I went to go post it and I was like, dude, when I crop it, my feet shouldn't leave the frame. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, granted, Cam Newton is like 7 foot with all that fucking hair going on.
Yeah,
with the
dude.
Stevie
And he
Storch-
wears
Did you
that
guys
big
see
ass
Cam
hat.
Newton
Yeah, he
doing
wears
that
big
crazy
ass
training?
Yeah, fedora and all
That's
that
awesome.
crazy.
Nigga wears
that
a
shit was
gallon hat, a
crazy.
10-gallon hat.
Bro,
the
and
funniest
Cam
thing
Newton
ever-
in that fight video with that football coach just like dog walking him.
Yeah, and it was the
Beating the
first time
shit
I've
out of
ever
him.
seen anyone get punched in the hair. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Like,
shot to Cam Newton.
how do you get punched in the hair?
Do not try to fight Cam Newton.
The funniest
swear
thing
to
I
God,
ever
not
heard.
big boy.
I swear to God, I thought that him jumping onto that helicopter was AI. I was like, that's not real.
He's just a dog. People don't realize how fucking massive of a human that guy is.
Cam Newton's a big motherfucker. I think he's actually 6'6", legitimately. Like,
No, he's
Yeah,
like,
he's
yeah,
6'6",
6'6",
6'6",
275.
260. Fast.
280 easily.
Fast.
I'll tell you this story because I was kind of I got a family pass from Chris McCain. He wasn't a big guy, but like he played for the Dolphins for a little bit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he got me a family pass, so I got to go to joint practices in Charlotte one year.
I know.
And
Chris
that's how
McCain.
I was just walking. You know Chris McCain?
Yeah, I know Chris.
Animal.
He was cool, man. Everybody loved Chris McCain when he was here. So like he got me a family pass, and like they gave the wrong motherfucker a family pass because I'm walking like right up to Cam Newton, like, yo, let me get a picture. Luke Kuechly, you know what I mean? And I remember I kind of like was a hater of Cam Newton, to be honest. And like, dude, this was the year he won the MVP, so he had every reason to be a dickhead. But I walked up to Cam Newton right after practice, and I was like, yo, can I get a picture? He was like, he turned around, he was like, waiting on you, baby. And I was like, dude, this guy's fucking cool. I've
Hell
never,
yeah.
I've never hated on Cam Newton again. Like, you just realize these dudes are just people. You know what I mean? Like, you see him on TV,
Yeah.
and he's in the end zone, like getting in people's face, and then you meet his people, and you're like, they're just dudes. And like, dude, after that, I was like, I low key rooted for Cam Newton forever. After
Cam's
that.
always had the most unnecessary hate. Like people call him Scam Newton.
Yeah, I think just have visually how he looks on ESPN now. I think people just give him a lot of shit, but like they show
I
him
get
on the
it
internet.
post playing career, but not
Yeah.
like when he's playing.
Post playing career,
Yeah.
he dresses.
Yeah,
Post
I
playing.
get
well.
that.
Yeah.
Sometimes he says some shit. I'm like, you can hate on him a little bit.
Yeah.
I
He's
swear he
definitely
for
become
sure
an
gets styled
aggregator.
by like the same person in Pharrell's camp. They have two similar of the style, bro.
Dude, he
With
types
the
so
hats
funny.
and the
Oh yeah.
boots.
He types 2004, I believe.
2004.
Bro.
Bro, the funniest one was me and Steve were at dinner at Matsuhisa in Beverly Hills. And Steve, I'll go up to anybody. I'll talk to anyone. It could be fucking, Christina Aguilera or, the
Hell yeah.
Busser. So, like, we saw Greg Olson after he finished calling the Monday
G-Reg.
night game, and he was fucked up. And I told Steve, I'm going to go up to him and start singing the song that he recorded at Miami. The
7-4 crew.
And I was gonna walk right up to him, and start singing. And Steve's like, bro, he's gonna fucking punch you in the face, and you're gonna get kicked out.
I'm like, bro, that's a big motherfucker right there. He's like another.
Dude, I would have told you. I would have said, Nick, you're about to get knocked out.
Yeah, bro. It's got like a foot on you.
Fine, I'll pass.
I feel like Greg
Dude,
Olson
he
would be
gets
cool,
so
though.
mad when people mention. You see the guy in the interview where he's like, "I'm a big fan of your rap music." He's like, "Thanks."
If this guy didn't do it, I would have got punched in the face because he was.
Dude, that shit scarred him for life.
G-Reg, what do you do? Get hit.
G-Reg.
Drop my floor. Let's see my third leg.
Exactly.
Dog.
Shout out to Miami.
Shout out to G-Reg.
Shout out to the U, man. The U had fucking mad talent always.
Yeah,
they did.
These teams don't have aura like that at all.
No, that's not. I mean, the Cam Ward era was fun for a year. That
No,
was
I don't
cool.
even mean the U. I mean like Ohio State, Notre Dame. Like they're just not.
Nah. They have no sauce to them.
No, not even like the Auburn, Cam Newton teams. Like,
dude, Reggie Bush. Let's go back to that.
Yeah, Reggie
era.
Bush, USC team.
Hey, Vince
Reggie
Young. Vince Young. He took the sword out. He took the sword out and cut the head off of that USC team.
Hey, he was the one. He probably made me cry. I think maybe like when I was 7 years old watching that game. It was the Rose Bowl on ABC.
Yes.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was so hyped talking shit to my uncles like, yeah, USC's about to win this. Next thing you know, we were watching the game. USC is just getting fucking blown out. Vince Young running, dancing on them and shit. I'm like, what is this?
Dude, it all went downhill when Lindell White tried to do that lateral.
Oh, yeah.
That changed the whole game. They were dominating Texas.
Lindell White is a great. You took me way back with that.
Lindell's a cool ass guy too.
Yeah.
Vince Young got his payback with that fucking dream team bullshit with the Eagles back in 2010.
Yeah. This is a dream team. Yeah.
Dude, Nnamdi Asomugha, Vince
The
Young,
worst pickup
you
of
can't
all time.
lose.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
Can't
Terrible.
lose.
Terrible.
Dude, I remember the Eagles dream team. Wow.
Yeah. We were like on paper, like, wow, what could have really been, but
Shout out
we'll
to
never
Jeremy
know.
Macklin.
Mm-hmm. For real. He was a dog.
Dude, Jeremy Macklin was like the one player consistently.
Bro, but prime Deshaun Jackson.
Is such a baller.
Yeah, we got to give it up to D-Jack, man. Shout out
D-Jack
D-Jack.
was burning the Cowboys at 38.
Bro,
For no reason.
I remember,
on
when he
Thanksgiving.
fell back in
Remember
the
that
end
for the
zone.
Raiders?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
he was like
when he's
one
on the
last
Rams.
fuck you.
Yep.
Fucking D-Jack played for every team, bro. I fuck with D-Jack.
And he killed the Cowboys in every single one of them.
Yeah,
I
he even
remember
had
that.
he had a 100-yard pass as like late as like a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Random
he
ass
was-
team. What
Yeah, I think Lamar was still the QB.
And nobody's ever gotten behind a defense like him consistently.
Yeah, nobody. He's too fast.
Dude,
But
that Cal
there's just
Berkeley,
some
he was
guys just have a
nasty.
way. They just get behind the defense no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Some other guys are just as fast.
And
They
Moss.
can't do
Moss
it.
was
You
another
just-
one that just got behind defense. Like,
Yeah.
Randy Moss was a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is your guys' favorite receiver right now in the NFL today?
Favorite.
I think the most consistent, in my personal opinion, is Puka Nacua. Consistently.
Yeah, he's fucking
Dog.
consistent.
He's a
Yeah,
fucking.
he's a
He's
machine.
annoying. He's like a fly that you can't get away from you. Like fuck. Like this motherfucker is like driving me crazy. Constantly just getting fucking these quick little slants, and he's just deep threat too. Like he's a
And
problem,
he's
bro.
strong.
And he's
It's crazy.
small
Oh,
too.
Yeah,
Puka
it's crazy. He's
strong.
kind of like Cooper Cup, but like 4 years later.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
four
Like, he's
inches
just saying,
less.
like, why is this guy dominating? Like, just keeps doing it.
Yep, he's the number one guy for sure.
Cooper Cup fucked one of my parlays yesterday, man. Let's not
Yo,
talk
you
about
can't
Cooper
bet
Kupp.
on Cooper Cup right now, son. What are you
You
doing?
gotta fade the hell out of him right now.
Tell me it
bro.
was
That
the
boy
under.
You
is
go the
last
other
leg.
way. What are you doing?
Bro, I didn't know if he was hurt or what was going
Yo,
He
Jude,
on.
do
hasn't
me a
had a
favor,
good
bro.
game
Just
in
always
like
tell
2
me what you're
months.
betting on so I can fade it beforehand, dog.
Yo, he went to Cooper Cup.
It's
He
like
was
the
like,
opposite of what
nah,
I'm
not
betting right
Puka. I
now.
need Cooper Cup.
Dude, I was watching him like Cooper Cup has 0 yards at the end of the first half. What the fuck?
Yo.
Everybody
Cooper
else
Kupp
is
is
catching the
crazy in
ball.
2025.
I'd have to say for me, it's Jamar Chase.
Oh,
He's
Yeah,
special.
yeah, he
He's just so
definitely
different, bro.
outplayed
He's just so
JJ.
different.
Bro, yeah. Terry McLaurin
Another dog.
Yeah, he's
is
fun.
so good.
I
Snap
like
to
Nico
snap.
Collins, man.
Nico, underrated.
Super
Nico was
underrated.
going. Nico
Nico's
was going worse
underrated.
before the
Nico and
injury.
Scary Terry's in the same bracket. Like,
Yeah.
Scary Terry finally got a quarterback, and now people are realizing, like, oh, he was just getting wasted.
He's so
Yeah.
good
Mm-hmm.
at
Dude, he's
just half
fucking
point. When the
glimpses when
ball's
you had
up in
Kirk
the air,
Cousins.
he just snatches it every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And wait till
And-
George Pickens gets a quarterback.
Yeah,
But
Shit,
that
he's
dude
already
is.
And he's
doing it.
happy, but he just quits.
I
and
no, I
yeah,
get
his
it. I
attitude.
get what you're saying, but bro, when that dude, nobody can
Talent
tackle him.
wise, top
He
5.
gets every jump ball. Like
Yeah.
the dude's
His
electric.
hands,
Bro.
he makes the most ridiculous catches, the most ridiculous blocks.
He's
Yeah.
who Devontae Parker thought he was.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
really wish that the Steelers had the quarterback situation figured out because
They don't have an
we
offensive
have some
line
pieces.
either.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix needs some weapons around him.
He does.
Dude,
Bo
Bo
Nix
They
Nix
only has
do.
Horford
surprised
Sutton.
me.
I like
He
Jerry.
looks good.
He's good. He's an
And
Oregon
bro was
quarterback,
playing
man.
with some.
Mhm.
What was it? Like he had like something in his spine.
I don't know what happened, but
Oh, I saw.
dude
Yeah,
is
like the last 6 weeks, he's.
Yeah.
It's such a good scheme, Sean Payton, with the short to intermediate stuff. Like
Yeah.
perfect home for him. They should get Tyler Warren out of Penn State.
yeah.
Man, I
He
really
needs
wanted
something.
him.
Dude,
I
he's
think
so
he'd
good.
open everything up, and they need a running back too.
Yeah,
I like
they'll be fine.
because he had that interview. I love him ever since. And he's wearing the Star of David Jewish tattoo. And the interviewer's like, "Oh, you're Jewish, Jerry?" He's like, "Nah, they just call me Jew for short, so I wear this." And I was just like,
One Jew.
ever
Nigga said,
since then, I'm like,
nigga
bro, this
said
guy's
one
my
Jew or
favorite
some
receiver.
shit.
He balled out for 2 weeks, like 3
That's
different
awesome.
killed it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
One Jew.
It's a Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it much, but I do want to ask y'all guys why I got you here, Stevie and Jupiter. How is it like really like growing up and like especially like y'all's dad, like from the day you were born to like now, they're still like on top of their game. They truly are like Jordan, like they are in their industry. So like, how is it to like grow up and like every time you turn your TV on, it's a Corona commercial. Every song is like produced by Scott Storch. How is that to grow up around?
Julian, I'll let you go first.
All right, I'll handle this question first. It's something that you can't really put into words. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Stevie can agree with me. Like the music, the impact, the influence, and like what comes across your table as somebody who's like an affluent person's son, as we are, is like, you know, you get to really see the deeper meaning of what art is. Like people express themselves and sometimes it hits and sometimes it really hits home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And getting to see that the art that people who created you is appreciated apart like in the world every day, all day. Like I can't go any place in the world without somebody being like, damn, when they know my dad is Snoop Dogg, they're like, yo, I really love everything he's done. If you ever get a chance to tell him thank you, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I really kind of take that to heart because when you grow up, you have your parent. you don't really look at them as like a super fucking icon or whatever the case may be. And I was pretty rebellious my high school years because I went to one of the better schools in Southern California, so I was partying and playing sports with all the top athletes in the Trinity League out here, like Mater Day, like the Bryce Youngs, the Stanley Johnsons, all those kind of kids. So we were seeing like people professional early, and like we were throwing parties in the hills and not giving a fuck. So like I was already around so many other people who already made it that it kind of made me feel normal. And then when I got out of that sphere of like high school and going to other networks and meeting other people, I felt a little odd at first because like every time I get into a room, it feels like all eyes are on me and people want to know what I'm doing, so I have to be on point. And it gives you like a sense of appreciation for your parent because they went and did all this hard work already and opened up a lane and opened up all these beautiful doors. Now it's all up to us to walk through them and see what opportunity fits best for our lives and to be able to pass that down to our kids, which will be that person's grandkids one day, you know?
Exactly. And letting them be really like having a parent like that, just letting their kids be who they are. And I can't respect that enough because if you can be around, the most obvious thing. And it's like, well, just because of this doesn't mean that I have to do that, And I think just being able to give your kids that respect and the freedom to, choose whatever they please. And I think I learned a lot of that from my mom because I didn't really know my dad till I was about, 12, 13 years old. So when I entered that lifestyle, like, he was at the top of his career, you know what I mean? 04, 05, Lean Back, Candy Shop, all those songs.
Make it
All the
rain.
music with my
Yeah,
pops.
so all those songs, like I remember flying back from Philly to Miami before I moved to Florida, and I was just like bringing, he was like, yeah, bring your homie and see if it's okay. You can call out of school. Like this is like seventh, eighth grade in 04. So I remember just flying with my homie and everything he was seeing, I was seeing for the first time too. So I'm like, damn, this is all new to me. Like I'm used to being in a one bedroom apartment sharing a bed with my mom. Like I never could have sleepovers because of that shit. And to meet him and to see like that my lifestyle changed drastically and to kind of go through all that was super humbling. Like nothing I'm super proud of, but like just to say that I have a physical photo of me and OJ Simpson says a lot, you know.
That's something to be proud of.
So
I
what I'm gonna
would
say,
frame that.
I'm gonna leave it at this: is that everything that you go through, everything that you experience, it really makes you who you are, and it's up to you for that shit to get to your head and to not let it get to your head. And I've seen it get to many people's heads many times. I'm sure Julian, you understand how that shit can definitely rub off in a way, but it's all about how you prosper through it and how you essentially just kind of gravitate towards all the positive things that come with it and makes you appreciate, and like you were saying, like pass that down to your kids, give your kids the freedom and just, I don't know, I think that's so crucial to me, just being able to have your children have their own mind, you know what I mean? So,
And to
but
give
yeah,
them their
man.
own light too. That's the
I'll say
beautiful
this too.
Yeah.
Julian and Steve are two people where if you met them, they don't come off and tell you, oh, this is who my dad is, this is who these people, like they wouldn't share that with you. There's a lot of other people that have celebrity parents where they're yapping about it a lot, and these are like two of the most humble people you'll ever meet.
No, yeah,
Appreciate
we
it,
just
man.
sat down for an hour and 8 minutes, and I can already say that. Like, y'all both are just super cool right out the gate backstage. Just like, if we didn't know this beforehand, I would have had no clue. Like, y'all are super chill,
Appreciate
super
that.
cool. Real quick, shout out to Josh Tito, gifted 5 memberships. Real quick, shout out to the boy. All the support is welcome, man. We appreciate you.
Shout
out to Tito.
Y'all are all super cool, man. We had a cool time. I do want to give everybody a chance real quick to kind of like closing thoughts, any projects you got coming up, where we can find you, whatever y'all got. Go ahead, Zach.
Oh yeah, you can find me every single week on Pack and Zach. It's the show I do with former NFL All-Pro Adam Pac-Man Jones. Break down the NFL games, give out the secret sauce, give out the picks, everything. There's no Discord. It's all for free on Pack and Zach. I also do a show called The Fight Guys, Rashad Evans, if you're into fighting. One thing on the OJ thing, I was laughing. We were talking about on the Pack and Zach about Saquon's record, if it would mean anything if Eric Dickerson broke it, if he broke Eric Dickerson's record with an extra game. And I commented, I was like, OJ did it in 14. And then someone else comments like, shout out to the juice. And then someone else comments like, OJ's the man. I'm like, Pack and Zach comment section is the only one where you get a bunch of like shout out to OJ comments, and no one bats an eye.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
I'm like, oh man, I love my fans. So
you can't take away the
yeah.
stats. You can't take. I mean, you can take away
Shout
the
out to
murder.
OJ.
Right.
That was another thing I wanted to bring up, man. That's such a crazy combo with Pac-Man Jones, because Pac-Man was awesome, and then he was always getting like in all the crazy fight videos at the casinos.
Oh yeah. If you act up around Pac, he will smack your ass.
Yep.
100%. Not the guy to mess with. The Tom Segura like comedy like special where he's like, Pac-Man is not approachable. I repeat, not approachable. And his friend goes up to him and just approaches him. But he's actually like the nicest, most caring guy, just in his own way. We spoke about Matter Day. He his teammate Chris Henry passed away. He adopted his kid, and now Chris Henry Jr. is the #1 recruit in the country at Matter Day.
Oh wow!
So just like 6'6", basketball and football superstar. He's actually committed to Ohio State.
Wow.
Ohio State strikes again.
Yeah, for real.
They got in his
Every
ear.
time
I know
too.
Pac's gonna get into West Virginia, but I think he's gonna be a Buckeye.
West Virginia. All right, what you got, Stevie? What you got going on?
So I actually have been in limbo because I just moved from California. So I've definitely slowly but surely I've been working on a lot of new ideas. So obviously, if anyone has any interest in any inquiries with beats or even songwriting, get at my Instagram, Stevie Storch. And I'm always open ears. I'm open to every genre of music. I think that's another thing I wanted to reflect on real quick is having diversity in music in this generation is so crucial because I feel like everything is just kind of one dimensional. At least from what I've seen, I just feel like we need to bring back some of that old shit, which I've seen a lot of cool samples used from the 90s. I appreciate what Travis Scott was doing on that last album. I think that what he is kind of educating because he's a 91 baby too, like me. And I think being in the middle of the Gen Zs and like the millennials, and I just think that is so crucial to just music and really for everyone. I think we just need more variety. So, if anyone's got some serious talent, hit up my DM. What's that?
What's your favorite song right now? Can you sing it for us real quick?
Oh, I might swerve in a corner. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, I'm gonna clip that and put it with the when I release the YouTube episode.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Jello.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa.
Y'all seen the Detroit Lions locker room after they won?
Yeah, I'm around, man.
Put that Jello on.
You hear Dan Campbell's speech, and immediately they're like, "Play that Jello, play that Jello."
Yeah.
Shout out,
Dude, that came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere, man.
Shout out to them St. Brown boys, man.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I remember Osiris when we were in high school, bro. He was a stud at Modern Day, but he always told me that his little brother was going to be better. And now, look, his little brother's the fucking best receiver on Detroit.
Yeah.
He's another one we didn't bring up. Dog.
I was going to mention Amon Ra. I like what Amon Ra does, man. He's all business, man. He don't talk, none of that.
Hey, his dad is a fucking demon, bro. His dad is a bodybuilder. He's like a
I peeped that.
And he had them lifting weights since they were because I know all the boys. I know Equinemius, I know Osiris, and I know Amon-Ra. Because we used to throw all the parties out here, so they would come when they were younger. You know what I mean? That's all we did out here is party and play fucking sports. But dude, those kids were different, dog. They were very locked in and focused. And
heavy ass weight too.
Heavyweight.
Yeah, they're super strong.
As long as you can lift the weight strong, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Imagine if he was Derrick Henry's dad.
Dude, imagine if Derrick Henry had 3 brothers like that were all.
Oh my god.
Oh damn, dude.
Derrick Henry wouldn't even eat the post-game cake. He said no processed sugar, no fried foods, no gluten, no
What? Yeah. That's what Derrick Henry's diet consists of?
Yeah, Derrick Henry is the example of talent meets hard work.
Yeah. Derrick Henry shouldn't hang around with and I'm sure Nick and Zach, you can agree. He shouldn't hang out with Jalen and my dad.
Never. Dude,
his pasta, arm, and burger.
Bro, dude, their cabinet is Twinkies, Uncrustables, Ho-Hos. I can't even get a Coke Zero.
I
I'm
know.
like, you guys are like, no, you're just full shirt. I'm like, dude.
You guys have water?
Outrageous.
Water?
No, he is a water guy.
You got to go
Yeah.
around.
Your dad's a water
No,
guy.
Jalen's a water guy, I know for sure.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah. But shout out to Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Shout
Nick,
out
would you?
Derrick Henry.
Nick, you got something you want to end on, man?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna go chop up this chicken parm and the penne vodka. So
Yeah, we need to go on the bulk, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my Derrick Henry on. I'm getting swollen.
Yeah, I want 250-pound Nick.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man.
You got to quit playing pickleball.
Bro, I'm like 5'8". If I was 250, I'd probably be dead by 40.
I want him to start trucking guys at pickleball. Fuck out of here. It's my ball.
In the hot ass humidity.
Every time he loses a point, he's just flipping the whole fucking net.
My grandpa was a paddleball player. They called him Big Sam. He
Damn.
was 280, 6 feet.
Damn.
Dude, he elbowed a guy one time by accident. The guy was unconscious for like 5 minutes.
Oh shit.
Big Sam.
And that wasn't even intentional. That sounds like a Ron Artest move.
Bro, fucking 70s
Ron
paddleball
Artest
got
was
serious.
intentional.
Yeah, I know.
Yo,
That nigga Ron Artest swung his elbow
Hollywood
hard as
beat
shit in the
paddleball.
James Harden head.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that.
I would never. I know Ron Jr. I'm like, dude, even when he runs on a basketball court, like he's about to take off for a dunk, you can feel that motherfucker's strength leave the ground. So I know when his dad was playing sports, fuck that. Yo, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his dad was a different animal, man. Like,
dude,
His dad was a
Yeah.
beast.
Malice in the Palace.
Straight goon.
that was incredible.
Hey,
That was an
another one you're
incredible
not
team.
fucking with, Rasheed Wallace. You ain't fucking with him either.
Oh no.
Dude.
Or Ben.
My
Boy,
favorite part of
hey,
the whole fight was when Ron Artest or Meta ended up going to the scores table and he just lays down. Like
Yeah.
he's, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
At therapy, because that's what he was used to, going to therapy, you know. So shout out to Ron Artest or Meta World Peace for
We
sure.
should
That dude had-
recreate
that dude
like
had to hit
Malice
him
in the
with a beer.
Palace this weekend, NFL.
Oh yeah.
I want to see the Eagles players fight in the crowd.
I mean, I can definitely see that shit too, especially if it's
Hell
the
yeah.
Bills and
I'm
the
not like-
Eagles.
Hell yeah! I want Big Dom refereeing.
Dude, Jalen
Yeah.
Carter. Jalen Carter's gonna be Ron Artest in this one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis, fucking
Scary,
ragdoll
man.
guys.
Yeah,
They've
dog.
been waiting for their opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you
For
called
sure.
it the Jupiter, but we're gonna wrap up. I wanted to give everybody a chance to talk about your closing thoughts, whatever, anything you got going on.
Man, I love the dive bar, bro. This is an awesome platform you guys have built here. It was great to talk to all these amazing people together, man. We need to definitely link up whenever we all are in the same place at the same time. Maybe Nick will help coordinate that. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely loving what you guys put on here, and I'm grateful to have been thought for this opportunity, and be able to be here with everybody and speak about, football, life, family, all the things that matter, to be able to send prayers and thoughts to people who are going through crazy times, like the folks in LA that are losing their homes, and we just try to uplift everybody's spirit while we're here.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
For sure, man. Yeah,
And I'll
that's
say
what
on that note, I just wanted to say, man, I appreciate you guys, obviously, not just
Yep.
me, but having everyone on board and, you guys even putting me in that consideration. And Nick, thank you for setting this all up. Obviously, we've all kind of been, in touch with each other from afar, but it's cool to finally chat it up with you guys, all 6 of us. So it's, I couldn't say enough for you guys on the, dive bars. I see it booming, man. So you guys keep up that dope work, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for real.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you,
all y'all,
guys.
man.
Go Birds, by the way. Sorry.
All right, Joe, you want to wrap us up?
I think the boys did a great job, man. We really do appreciate y'all rolling through. Whoa. Nah, but for real,
Whoa.
it's been fun. This is something that we've never done before. Usually we have a bunch of questions ready for everybody, and today was super off the cuff, just vibing with the boys, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's actually nice to not be organized for once. A little organized chaos vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love it.
I love it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I appreciate y'all, man, and we'll have to do it again, and again, link up when we can, and that's it. That's it.
Swerving
I'm
been that
in.
corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
On that note, we'll all be swerving.
All right. Appreciate y'all for tuning
All
in.
right, y'all boys.
I appreciate
Man,
you
y'all have a
guys.
blessed one.
Yeah.